What is up, everybody? Welcome to the show. As always, I am Camtastic, and this is In Response, where every other week, 3, sometimes 4, sometimes 0 friends gather around their desks to update you on the goings-on around the CEDH world and our personal journeys throughout the format. Joining me this week, as always, is Nico, aka Mexi Delight. How's it going, Nico?
It's going pretty well. It's been a while since our last episode through the holiday season, so excited to just be here and with our new guest as well.
Absolutely. Which joining us also, as usual, is Julian the Magician MTG. How's it going, Julian?
Doing pretty well. Pretty excited for the birthday stream as well as
That's right.
our guest.
That's right. Happy birthday, magician.
Yep,
Yeah,
happy
happy
birthday,
birthday.
magician. And last but not least, our special guest, Spuki. How you doing, Spuki? Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, what's going on, guys? I'm doing good. Just ready to talk about some magic.
Also, remember, guys, you can always tune in live at youtube.com/inresponsemtg25. But if you happen to miss out on the live show, don't sweat it. You can always watch us later on YouTube or give us a listen wherever you get your podcasts. But now it's time for the show. All right, let's get going. So
Spuki,
yeah, spooky.
What's up?
give us your origin story. How'd you get into magic? Who introduced you? And we'll go from there.
Sure, yeah. So I was 14 years old. Christmas, my uncle bought me a fat pack for M14.
Okay.
And that was my first ever magic
14
introduction.
Okay. So over the years, fat packs have evolved. What was in your fat pack? Because the fat pack to me meant something way differently when I started playing versus what it is now.
If I'm gonna be honest, other than the big Garuk picture on the side of it, I do not remember.
Garuk picture though? Okay. I can picture the Garuk thing.
That's all I remember. That's it.
Cool.
I mean, I remember opening the cards. I remember, maybe a few months into it, I had made my first Instagram post. I put my bling pulls
Oh, nice.
on Instagram. Yeah, I found that not that long ago. I found the picture of it.
Nice. What
Very
was
nice
it?
cards. It was like so it was all like Fate Reforged and Theros, Born of the Gods and stuff. So it was all like these. I don't even remember the cards. The big 10 mana artifact creature. It's like a 10/10, and
Just a
don't
bunch
remember.
Just a bunch
Don't
of
remember
Timmy
his name. There was
cards.
a Bear of the Heavens in there.
Magician
Okay.
claims to be a
Bear
human.
of the Heavens. That was,
Sorry,
it's
say
like
that again.
Colossan, a Crowan, I don't know, something like that.
Crow and Colossus.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah, Bear of the Heavens. That's
Colossus.
pretty sweet, though. The foil one, that's dope.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool. I was like, this card's cracked. This is awesome.
So after you got your first hit of magic from the fat pack, where'd you go from there?
Yeah, so for whatever reason, I don't know why. I don't know if my friends had magic cards and we had talked about this before or what. But I brought the cards to school. We started playing in our health class and PE and stuff instead of actually doing our classes. We would just play magic in class. And
yes.
that was my experience of magic until maybe 2 or 3 years after that. I went to my first little F&M event at a local here in Alabama. And that was a lot of fun. I found out I had been playing a lot of magic cards very wrong.
Right, yeah.
Haven't we all?
Any specific examples you remember?
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, so there's I believe it's a 5-mana Hydra that enters the battlefield with 4 counters, and when he attacks, he doubles the counters on him.
Colonian Hydra.
Yeah, so I just thought I could double the counters at any time for some reason. I don't ask me why, but I thought that card was cracked.
Oh yeah.
Dune Blast.
Sounds like it.
Dune Blast is a card that I thought I could pick one creature on the battlefield and then blow up every other permanent in play, including the lands, everything.
No,
And that's how we played it.
That's not how that one works either.
That's not how that works. Just
Damn.
blows up the creatures. That's it.
Yeah,
That's certainly how we played it.
yeah. That
Destroy
was
the rust. Yeah.
But everything
that
else, maybe there was a couple other things I played wrong, but those were the 2 really big things I remember. Those cards just being so much worse than I thought they were. Even though
Hilarious.
Especially the Hydra was pretty good.
I want to see if I can get that Dune Blast mana cost correct. It was a rare from Khans of Tarkir,
Yes.
and it was white, black, green, and 4.
That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Got
that's the
Okay.
better cost.
And just
Give me
to
the
prove my
give me
prowess a
the
little bit.
give me the flavor text.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, no,
right.
hell no.
no.
No. My encyclopedia knowledge does not go that deep.
And sorry, what
Nice.
was that big old artifact creature? Did we figure that one out?
I don't know. Hang on. I might can
Colossus?
figure this out real quick.
I want to say it was something like that, some sort of a Crowan, because it would had to have been out of Born.
We got to figure it out now, because otherwise I'll be
That's
hunting
true.
it down later to edit it in.
Okay, it doesn't have a Crowan in the text.
Oh, okay.
How do you spell Colossus? I've misspelled it
COLL?
3 times.
Is it Arbor
CO.
Colossus?
I'm using my Colossus of Acros.
Colossus of Akros. There we go.
Oh,
Yes,
there we
yes.
go.
So it's 8 mana 10/10. With Defender and Indestructible, it has pay 10 for Monstrosity 10. And then as long as it's monstrous, it has trample and can attack as though it didn't have Defender.
There
Nice.
we go.
That's
yeah,
some
Akros, AKROS.
Yeah.
AKROS, yeah.
that's some hardcore casual stuff right there.
Yeah.
That's some kitchen table magic card.
Oh yeah. So then after your first F&M, what got you into Commander?
Sure, yeah. So I had went to a couple FNMs. We played. I actually thought Commander was dumb at the time. I was like 17, 18.
Naturally.
It's like all I had known was kitchen table, basically, and a little bit of FNM standard or whatever. I had quit playing Magic when I graduated, just for like a year. Not super long, but maybe for like a year. And then COVID started to hit. So I got back into Magic. And when I went to my local store, one had just opened up. Everyone there was playing Commander. So I was like, sure, I'll buy a precon. Bought a precon, and I've been playing Commander ever since.
Nice.
Nice. Do you remember what that precon was?
It was the black-green Strixhaven precon.
Oh, okay.
Had to do with life gain, Witherbloom,
Yeah.
something.
Yep.
Don't remember the commander because I almost immediately swapped it out with Kodama and Balthus because I thought those cards were cool.
Sweet.
I can
That sounds
picture
like
the
a cool
card
deck.
you're talking about, though. But yeah,
Yep.
COVID was a good time to get back into Magic. That's when I did as well, right before
Yeah.
COVID, actually.
Yeah, it was maybe, I don't know, right before like it really started, right before it was a really like big thing.
Did you participate in any like online CDH events like the Mox Masters or?
I did not. No, so I played in some of the newer Mox Masters stuff, but not like the old stuff. So like I didn't know anything about the tournament scene at all, basically, until the first boil.
Oh, okay.
But that's when I like found out that outside of my little group, there was like actual tournaments happening in these big scale, these large scale events.
And when was that then? I don't know the
That was
timeline.
February, maybe January of 23 or 24. Hang on. I think it's 23. It has to be 23.
Yeah, because they're on the Boil 3 now, right? Or the next one.
The
is?
next boil will be the boil 3. Well, this one coming up will be the boil 3, I think.
Sweet. So you plan on playing some sushi for that or?
Right now I've been on a Raffine kick. So I might be
Ooh.
playing Raffine. I'm not sure. No, the first boil
Okay.
was 2024. Okay. I guess that lines up. So this was my first like event that wasn't at my local.
Okay. What are you doing?
What did you
with
play at
Fiend?
that event? Oh, sorry. Go.
Oh, there you
Pantlaza.
go. Pantlaza?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like food chain?
I came in 11th out of 222 on Pantlaza. My first ever like real event.
That's sick.
that's pretty sick.
I don't even know what that is. I'm looking that up right now. Pantlaza Sun Favored.
Yeah, it's a dinosaur. When it enters, it discovers 4. You can only do that once a turn, but if you flicker it, you can like go through your whole deck. Yeah, it's a food chain.
Okay.
So
Crazy.
were you doing food chain stuff with that?
And at the time, it was really more so a Dockside deck. You just cast Dockside and win the game, essentially.
Okay.
There's 100 combos with Dockside that you can win.
Fair enough. Yeah.
And that's what most of my wins were. I was on Dualcaster Mage lines, Dockside lines, and Food Chain. But I think most of my lines there were just Dockside, which makes sense.
Sure.
Okay.
And
Card
did you play?
supposedly was pretty good.
Did you
Yeah.
So
place with the deck or like make top 16 or anything?
11th.
Yeah,
you
I
said,
came
think.
11th.
Okay. Nice.
So
Very
what are some
nice.
other top finishes you've had?
Okay, 1 second. So I have topped quite a few little gold events.
Nice.
I've been in both top deck invitationals, but I didn't perform particularly well in either one of them. Not terrible. Like I had a bunch of draws in this last invitational, which seemed to be
I
a
think
common
everybody
occurrence.
did, right?
Yeah. Just this last weekend, I came second at a gold event on Raffine. My first top of like a real event that's not like 20 players, which I don't undermine
people, that's
those.
a
If you
real
top
event.
those, still that's good, right? But my first top was of 65. I believe I was playing Pantlaza here too, because this was my first event playing that deck. Let's see.
I assume
Deck
you're looking
list.
on top deck right now.
I'm looking at top deck right now. Yeah, this was called the end of year Mox Diamond CEDH tournament at my local. We had 65 people show up. I came
Nice.
14th of 65.
That's a great
That was
finish.
my first top, just playing a very silly deck that all my friends told me I was dumb for playing.
Oh, you proved
Did you
them
ever
wrong.
play Ral?
I did. So I played Ral. I've played Ral 2 events. I played it
Okay.
at the Fishbowl, this last Fishbowl.
That's funny.
I
That's where our
did
chat
not-
recognized you from.
Yeah. I didn't do super well. I ended like one. Hang on, I'll tell you. I don't want to lie.
Damn, so you came out here for Fishbowl then, huh?
I did. Yeah, we drove. Oh, all the way over here.
Jeez. What a
That's
road trip.
a
Yeah.
2-day drive at least.
Yeah, it was like 30 plus hours one way.
Yeah.
And then
I-
we took little breaks to like nap or whatever, right? We didn't
Yeah.
actually
Wild.
stay anywhere. We just parked on the side of the road.
And that's
Damn.
that's making it pretty hardcore because I drove from Iowa when I moved out to California from Iowa, and that was 3 days reasonable, and that's
Yeah.
even stretching it to some people's thoughts.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
intense, man.
One of us was afraid to fly, so we ended up riding with him.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
somebody
at
in
the
our chat
Fishbowl-
recognized you from Fishbowl. They said they saw Spuki playing Ral at Fishbowl.
Okay, yeah, I went 1-4-2 at Fishbowl.
Okay.
Immediately after that, I took Ral to a local and I went 4-1-0. And then I haven't taken Ral to an event since. That's the last time I played Ral. Or
Okay.
straight after that, I went to Ang, which was a very cool deck, but it got very
the
lame
Bant-
really quick.
the Bant Ang? Nice. Yeah, that's a pretty cool deck. Being able to make it's basically a Bant version of Garuda, right? Like just
Yeah,
clones
very
on
similar.
clones. Yeah.
You just
that's
slam,
pretty
you
cool.
you slam a doubler, and then you slam Ang, and the odds of you winning are very high, just by casting your commander.
Sounds like you really enjoy trying some new things or even fringe. Would you
Yeah.
agree with that? Do you
I
like
do play a lot of random decks. Yeah, so
okay. Any particular reason behind that or
it's just I get bored of playing the same thing over and over again. There are a couple decks I like stick to that I do like a lot. Like I like Tevesh a lot, and I like Pantlaza. Every once in a while I play it. It's not super viable, and especially
Dang.
after Dockside got pushed out of the format. But I
Sneak out
love
win.
playing it. I've played a lot of Kinnan in my CEDH career in quotation marks. And then these farmy type lists that are all basically the same but different commanders that are just looking to grind value through your little creatures and stuff like that. And farmy in the sense of like the traditional sense of farm, not what like blue farm has become today, right? Which is
Okay.
not really a farm deck anymore.
Yeah, it's more just generic value, generic good cards.
Mhm.
Just NBC, no bad cards. So do you have any thoughts of going to the Cosmic Crown that's gonna be
I-
hosted here?
Don't even know what that event is.
Oh wow.
So,
Okay. I wonder if word hasn't gotten too far outside of
let's
California
see.
then.
I might have. This might be an event I've seen, but because it's in California, I've just pushed it off. A lot of Okay, let's see. Yeah, there's a 10K Cosmic Crown. Probably not, considering it's in a
'Cause
week.
it's this
It is,
weekend.
yeah, this is weekend. So yeah, it was definitely more of like you probably already you either don't know or
Yeah.
you do know you're coming, but
I had thought about going to Breach the Bay, but I don't think I'm going to be able to make that.
okay.
But I
Well, that
will
you've heard
be.
of Breach the Bay. That's what I was curious about. That one's a little further out. And at time of recording right now versus when this will be aired as well, Breach the Bay will still be an option for people to go to.
Okay, yeah.
So check out Breach the
It looks
Bay.
like a good event, yeah.
Yeah,
From
friend
what
of
I
the
could
channel,
see.
Dude's putting that one on. So
Yeah.
support Dude, support the channel, you guys. Anybody out there in the audience that wants to go check it out, it's gonna be a really good tournament.
Yeah, and then also, shameless plug here, but we're going to be hosting our second California 99 on February 1st, which we are hoping for gold. We're hoping to reach gold, and pricing and all of that will be discussed closer to the event date. But even further out, if you've caught my Instagram post that I put out recently, we are officially collaborators with our local game store, Clovis Cards and Comics, and together there will be a once a year event called the All Valley, which we've already held one, and we will be doing a second one sometime in the summer. And we're hoping for that to be a gold, or maybe if we have the room, we can fit maybe a platinum
You mean diamond?
or
Yeah.
diamond. Yeah, diamond.
No, wait, diamond, platinum. Sorry, yeah, whichever. I think
Yeah,
you know what we're talking about. Whichever's after
bronze,
gold,
silver,
Jeez,
gold,
Cam.
platinum. Yeah, bronze,
then
silver,
diamond.
gold, platinum, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
So just be on the lookout for some information on that on the Instagram and further podcasts. So
And now, Cam, you got to work on an image
yeah.
so I can put it somewhere up here.
Yeah, I gotta. We probably won't have one for the 99, or Tim might be developing that one. I gotta talk to him. That one's really close. But as far as the All Valley 2, we'll definitely have more information and some signage on that coming shortly.
yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah.
maybe a really cool first place prize.
Yeah, exactly. TBD. We'll let everybody
Yeah, we're
know.
gonna keep that one. We're gonna keep that one under wraps and pretty close to the belt there on that one, but or close to the chest on that one. But it'll be a pretty cool first place prize. So, but
Yeah.
back to our guest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for the viewers, we are both in the Tevthras Discord, and it's a pretty active Discord. We've got how many people we got in there? I am blanking at the moment right now, but maybe Spooky, you know off the top of your head.
I don't know how many off the top of my head, but I can try and find it.
Got to be a few
All right.
hundred, yeah, at
I'm
least.
blanking on
Don't worry about it.
where to see it, but regardless, it's an active Discord. There's a lot of players in there, a lot of good players, some well-known names, and I love the deck. That's something that I've taken to multiple big events that we've had, and that I'm gonna probably be sleeving up again for the California 99. But what's your take on it, Spooky? What draws you to Tevthras?
The deck is super fun. To me, the way I play it is just like super. I'm a lot more on the cradle focused build. I don't know what build you're on, but
Yeah,
my build is
I
very cradle
focus on
focused,
Cradle.
and it's very like cradle stormy. So I'm on much more untappers than most people are, and it just churns and churns and churns and churns forever until you eventually get there, which I find a lot of fun. Some people find it boring because you're taking like infinite game actions.
Hey,
But hey,
At least
game
you're
actions
taking
are
game
fun to
actions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Hey,
You could be sitting there
can't
not
get, you
taking
can't
game
get called for
actions.
slow play.
Yeah.
I feel like these days that's
eventually
what
you
you
will
sign
get
up
there.
for with a lot of decks as well. Like as another competitive player, like you have to know if you sit across an is it deck or something, if you know what your competition is, you're going to just sit there a lot and watch people play with themselves for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you when you're talking about untappers, so you're on like are you doing like Pestermite, Deceiver Exarch, Cloud of Fairies, or are you just on like Cloud of Fairies and like clones?
Okay. So I am on Deceiver, Exarch, and Pestermite. Of course, we're on Crawler
Hey,
Fairies. We're on Candelabra.
yeah.
I'm on Emerald Charm, which honestly has been really, really good.
The card's gas.
This card's just been unironically really good. I like that card a lot, actually.
You gonna
I'm
be on Formidable
on.
Speaker?
I'm not yet, but I will be once it comes out. Obviously,
Oh
that's a
yeah.
card that I've been playtesting, and it's been really, really good.
Mhm.
Probably one of the better cards in the deck overall.
Are you thinking of doing the Devoted Druid with Brewmaster? Because
I'm
it
not
allows
on
you to.
Devoted Druid currently. I'm not on any of that.
Okay.
Even with the Formidable Speaker, I think I probably won't play it just because I don't know. For whatever reason it felt bad. Same with I'm not even on Thoracle right now. Because I'm
Okay.
so in on this Cradle plan. If I brought it back to an event, I would probably put Thoracle back in. Right now, this is sort of like my LobbyCon deck. Of course, there are some cards you kind of are poised to play in a tournament setting.
Yeah, you need that just I win
Yeah.
button
Sometimes
sometimes.
you just need to be able to win the game.
Yep.
Yeah,
You know, I
anytime.
don't have anything going on, but I have this that I can tutor for. And sometimes you just need to have that button that
Exactly.
you
You just need to be able to just say I win.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes that one person pushes for it and they get stopped and nobody has any interaction for that past turn, and then you're like, decon
Yep.
Thoracle or Thoracle decon.
Yep. So take us through, your win lines. We know that you're Cradle Farm.
Yeah.
You're going to be generating a lot of mana, but what actually is going to win you the game?
Sure, yeah. So like in my list, obviously, like you said, we're making a bunch of mana. Eventually a Googleplex of whatever color mana we'll ever need.
Yep. Thank
Either
you,
find
Talent
that
Gate.
with Freeze Color Talon Gates or Eternal Witness Snap, or even Displacer Kitten Eternal Witness plus like Ritual Lotus Petal or something like that.
Mhm.
All of the there's so many combos that make infinite mana. And then to actually finish the game, I'm looking to either cast just Finale and end the game right there,
Okay.
or cast a Flash Enabler with. Let's see if I'm on Praetor's Grasp right now. I'm not, so I don't want to. I don't want to lie and say because I swap cards around a lot. I'm not on Praetor's Grasp right now, so I'm just raw dog and fairy mastermind at flash speed with every piece of counter magic in my hand. Of course, I'm set up to where I can't be stopped. You know, I have Eternal
Right.
Witness Kitten to play. Niv Mizzet, if I'm playing against 3 Niv Mizzets, I might get stopped.
Yeah, maybe
But
they might run a few more counter spells than we do.
yeah, but the average deck that you're gonna be playing against, your Fairy Mastermind, Green Sun Zenith Loop, you can usually push through that even without a silence effect. So those are my 2 win conditions.
Is that
Right?
essentially?
Just Finale and
Are you
I'm sorry.
saying with the Fairy Mastermind, are you just like drawing cards on top of interaction? Is that essentially what you're saying?
Yeah,
Or
so essentially with your Fairy Mastermind, you can once you have presented infinite mana, you can activate Fairy Mastermind. Usually people will let you do it until like they have 2 or 3 cards left in their library. And then they'll
Sure.
try and interact on top of that. Well, you
Yeah.
already have infinite mana. So they'll try and interact, and then you can just activate the Fairy Mastermind again.
Yeah,
Right?
and just
Yeah.
bury
So, like,
bury their interaction.
yeah, their interaction will be forever on the stack. If for whatever reason you catch your Green Sun Zenith underneath like interaction or whatever, you've already put your kitten and Eternal Witness and all of your counter magic in hand, so you can keep cycling back and forth between all of your counter magic to just either get it off the stack by countering it yourself, or letting somebody else counter it and then just get it back with your kitten Eternal Witness.
And you're preventing yourself from drawing out because of the Green Sun Zenith. You're just
Yeah, it
cycling
shuffles
that
itself
back.
back into your library.
Okay. Yeah.
Are
I
you
got
on
you.
endurance as well?
I'm not on Endurance,
No. Okay.
just Green Suns.
Okay.
So if Green Suns gets exiled, I essentially have to win with Finale.
I was just gonna
Right.
ask that. Okay.
Yeah, which I can present loops where it's like, you know, I can't lose, you know,
Mhm.
like I have infinite counter magic pass. Of course, that's not the
Yeah.
idea. You don't want to do that if you don't absolutely have to.
What flash enablers are you on?
Currently, I am on High Fate Trickster, Flood Caller, and then I'm on Emergent Sun and no Born right now.
No Born.
So
Okay.
High Fae Flood Color Emergence Zone.
Nice. Okay. No Alchemist Refuge?
No Alchemist Refuge, unfortunately. No. Emergence Zone is my flash land.
Nice.
And now you can
Okay.
earthbend it.
Sweet.
True.
Yeah. Now you can
And
earthbend
one
it.
of the Badgermaul. Badgermaul's been really good for this deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that
How do you
card's
feel
gas.
about how do you feel about Cabbage Merchant?
Cabbage has also been really good because a lot of yeah, I'm playing against a lot of farm, a lot of Ral, a lot of even Vivi in my local meta. So like
Yeah, we have a
Cabbage
VV
just
player
gets
too.
fed.
I feel like he gave up on VV, didn't he? Am I misremembering?
You thinking about
I
Ryan?
feel like most VV players give up because they're just tired of VV getting blown up all the time.
No, this last week I played against him and he was able to put a curiosity in play, like legit curiosity. We fought, he fought back, and then he let the stack resolve. The curiosity was gone. It got countered, and then he put an Ophidian Eye on the stack in the same turn. And I had the last piece of interaction, which thankfully was a snap, and it didn't resolve. But it was a crazy stack battle.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah,
it was,
he's good with it.
yeah, Ryan's getting really good with his VV deck. So, but yeah, so Tev Thras, what makes you want to play Tev over Armix or even like Rog Thras?
Okay. So I played Rockgrass for 7 months, maybe something like that. I swapped off of Rog initially to try out Yoshi. Yoshi felt to me kind of slow, which I think it is a little bit slower than both of these lists generically. But I ended up swapping to Tev. Tev has felt super great. Just the bodies you make for Cradle have felt great. The card draw, sometimes I do the card draw, usually I don't. If I am doing the card draw, there's like a sneaky line I used to do when I was on Devoted Druid with like you clone an Enduring Vitality, you uptick Tevesh to sacrifice the clone of Vitality, and you just have the cloned Vitality come back into play as an enchantment Devoted Druid to make infinite mana.
Okay.
Tricky. I
I'm
like
not
that.
a Devoted Druid anymore,
Yeah.
so like if I do that, somebody else has to have one in play. But that
Right,
always
right.
felt really good. Plus, just like this ult happens sometimes.
It does. It
It's
does.
really cool.
You
It's
bastards.
like the biggest high you can find. Okay, it's
So
ulting to that.
backbreaking. So
They're so
backbreaking.
scared. These
The
two
last time I
gotten
ulted
got by
Tevesh,
it.
I took a Rograk, a Thrasios, a Timna Chrome, and a Niv Mizzet from the command zone.
Jesus.
Hell yeah. And the best part is that not a lot of players know too is that if you have exactly 10 counters on Tev, you just get the Tev back.
The match just comes back. And then you can
Yeah.
uptake them again to make some dudes, and you have like infinite
Exactly.
fatal fodder. That's great.
Because he
That's
goes
great.
to the command zone before the resolution of the ability.
Because you have
Yes.
to remove the 10 as the cost, and then the ability goes on the stack, and he is at
That's-
0 loyalty when the
That's
ability
living the
resolves.
dream right there, isn't it?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
so
Then
good.
he's
to
got all
have
these
it be
commanders to
exactly a 10.
sacrifice and draw cards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and what Spuki was saying, like he had a Rog Thras, so like even your Thrasios, if it's not in play and it comes in, you just sack yours to the
Yeah, that's what I did. I
legible,
just sacked mine.
and then you just get to keep theirs forever. You don't have to you don't have to give theirs back to them.
Very safe to say I won the game that turn. That was the first game action I took was Alt Tevesh, gain control of all your commanders, and then push super hard.
Never let that shit happen around here.
Never.
It happened
Only
in
once.
a tournament at the AGL CCS 10K. It was like round 2 or 3 in Swiss. I was playing against Stella Lee, Shadow the Hedgehog, and Tim the Crop. And there was a deal I tried to make with a player. It was, I think the Stella Lee player was trying to bounce my Tevesh. And I was like, look, if you're worried about me ulting the Tevesh, I just won't. I'll just uptick it. I'll make dudes. It's not like my prerogative to steal your commander necessarily. If you want to just hold your bounce spell as interaction, blah, blah, blah. He was like, no. And I was like, okay. and he targeted the Shadows Ragavan. But when he targeted the Shadows Ragavan, it triggered either like a Rhystic or a Crom or something. I had Obium in play, so
Oh.
they drew a card. I just picked the Ragavan because it was like it was a Retraction Helix effect. It was either Banishing Knack or Retraction Helix, one of the two. So I just killed the Ragavan, and then it went to my turn, and I was like, I guess you didn't want to make the deal. I'm just gonna ult Tevesh.
Yep.
So I took the Shadow. I used the Shadow. I Wizard cycled the Step Through, which Wizard cycles. It's a big spell that does something, and it also Wizard cycles. I Wizard cycled for Breeze Color, and I used my one Mox Amber to cast Breeze Color at split-second speed.
Dang.
Yeah.
Which was super cool. Probably the funniest way I've ever won a game. At least on
That's
10th round.
awesome. Yeah, there was a game that I got to take a Marnius and have my Tevesh come back as well.
Mhm.
So being able to uptick the Tevesh immediately to get the token to make the tokens to draw the cards off the Marnius, felt so good.
It's gotta feel great.
Oh yeah.
Any other big decks of yours? Like, what would you say are your top 3 CDH decks? Because you've clearly played a lot, but what do you go back to the most or rotate back to the most?
Yeah, for sure. Right now, it changes often. It really does. Right now, I play basically what I said before: Tevesh, Pantlaza, and then the one that I bounce between, which right now is Raffine. Before it was Aang. I played a lot of Aang for a good bit. I had a pretty good win percentage on the deck. It just felt super linear, so I got bored of it rather quickly.
Okay. What would you say is in your meta, like your LGS? Do you go to the same LGS or bounce around to a couple places? And what do you see people playing out there in the
I
Bama?
bounce between LGSs, but like usually it's the same crowd of like general 20, 30 people. You'll see the same people most of the time, and most everything here is pretty mid-range. I know over there generally, at least what I've heard, it's more turbo, especially than where I'm at, but almost everything here is super mid-range. So I get away with a lot of these cooler decks in the mid-range meta, but I would somewhere that's more turbo focused, right?
Yeah, I'd say we're pretty turbo out here recently, slowly moving into a bit more of a Staxy meta game.
Staxy.
Yeah, I'm seeing more and more decks running a linchpin piece or two, or even just a general stacks approach.
That's fair. Yeah, I just slotted in Draneth in my Raffine, and it's felt honestly pretty good. It single-handedly drew me a game on a Mulder 3.
Nice.
Which is not bad when you're in last seed on the Mulder 3 and one card tells you the game.
Similar situation happened to me where I was seat 4 and I mulled and just kept I was on 4 and I just kept a turn 1 Draneth seat 4, and it was enough. It was enough to just hold off the game, just enough to draw, get back into it, find some kind of draw engine. And
I was really close to being able to push, but we ended up going to time before my turn.
So I do want to ask, because there's quite an elephant in your background.
Yeah.
The Wendy's sign.
Sure, yeah.
How did that come to be?
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I'm driving home from work one day. I work like an hour north from where I live. And about halfway is this Wendy's. I went to the Wendy's as normal. I would go there, maybe once a week on my way home. And the sign is just on the ground in front of their store. They're like swapping out signs, right? It's not like just it fell, but like we're swapping out signs. I go through the drive-through as I normally would. I just look at the person in the drive-through and I go, "Hey, can I have this sign?" And they told me I could, so I left with it. And here it is. Awesome. It's been there ever since.
That's pretty cool. That's something you don't see every day, for sure.
No.
You ever turn it on?
The whatever. So if I wanted to light it up, I would have to rig my own thing to light it up. Because the thing that came
like
with
Seinfeld.
It was not. Yeah.
Like your whole room would just be painted red, just like
fire hazard.
I don't have anything to plug it into. Like some weird plug looking thing. I don't know.
Yeah, not your normal wall socket.
Certainly does not plug into my wall.
Like a 120. Yeah, definitely not a 120.
So you got any big tournaments you're planning on going to anytime soon, or this year, or a MagicCon event or anything?
Yeah, so let's see. I don't want to name these the wrong things. So this weekend, I'll actually be in Georgia for a gold event, the AP Dabbers CEDH tournament. But then after that, as far as like bigger events go, I'm going to the Excalibur Dallas event
Oh, cool.
I
on
heard
February
Excalibur
7th.
puts on. I heard Excalibur puts on some good events.
Yeah, Baldy does good work. Plus, I don't know who the rest of his team is, but they do good work. As far as every event I've been to has been pretty good, aside from maybe the Top Deck Invitational, but that was sort of a side thing for them. So that event was
Dallas.
really,
I assume you'll
so,
drive to Dallas then. That can't be too far.
we're riding. Right, I'm gonna be your princess, but yes.
It's the way to do it.
Actually the week before that, I thought this was the month after actually, but I guess it's the week before that. I'm going to the CCS 20K in Georgia. That's like not far from me at all. It's maybe a 2-hour drive. So
Nice.
that'll be
Good to have-
super easy to get.
Good to have good events close by, big events close by.
Yeah. I thought that
Yeah.
was the beginning of next month. I'm glad I'm looking at this right now.
Have you heard of what Zach's doing out here in California with the California CDH circuit and
So they announced it at Fishbowl, I think,
Mhm.
right? So
Yeah.
they started with it. I haven't looked into like the actual events that are being held just because it's so far away. I think I'm gonna be going to the next Fishbowl if there is one. I know they kind of
They
said they
announced
were
the-
straying away from events, I think.
No, they put up like a little teaser, like a little fishbowl teaser, like a week or two, or like 3 weeks ago or so on Hired's Instagram. I'll have to find it, but it just said like it just
Okay.
like flashed and showed like the number 6 and was like, coming soon. Like, so
Yeah.
I think there is confirmed a fishbowl 6 coming,
I think
I
I plan
or
on going to
7,
that.
fishbowl 7. Sorry.
yeah, I thought this last one was 6.
Of course, no promises just because it's far away and who knows what the dates will line up being. But right now my sights are on this 20K and the 10K right after.
Sick.
I'll be excited for these. I
Yeah, it
think
sounds
I'm
like
gonna
there's some
bring
nice. It sounds like there's some
I might
quality
end up
events
bringing
around you.
but I'm not sure.
So we had somebody in chat actually asked if your Tivit deck turned into Raffine.
Oh yeah. So I put together Tivit and played around with it for like a day. And it felt a little lackluster to me. So I just put together Raffine and Raffine has felt super clean the whole time. A lot of the Tivit lines are good. They are good, but they feel a little clunky. So yeah, I just filtered straight to Raffine basically right away.
You play online much at all to get reps
Every
in
day,
when you're not?
basically.
Yeah. Okay. What's
Yeah.
your platforms? You have a couple Discords you play in mainly, or just straight up raw dog spell table?
So
Please
every
tell
once
me
in
you
a while,
don't do that.
but it's almost always a terrible experience.
I've
Yep.
never known it not to be.
Interesting for sure. So I play in my own server, Home of the Breach. We have like 300 or 400 people in there. Not that many are active these days. I play in the Crit League sometimes.
Nice.
I play in the Critical League sometimes, not as often as I was, but I do play in there every once in a while. And then I play in some of like the more local servers, like the Atlanta server and the Nashville server. I
Okay.
play in those a
Sweet.
good bit also.
Well, if you're looking for games, you can join in. We usually have weeknights and weekends games firing typically around this time of night.
Yeah.
And sometimes a little later too. So I know you're a couple hours ahead of us, but we've got stuff happening on the weekends too.
Sweet, yeah. I mean, I'm in here now, so I know about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
In Discord. It's crazy to think how many Discords are out there just for Magic.
So
And,
many.
all kinds of other stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Discord's crazy.
So do you dabble in any other TCGs?
Not much. I played exactly one Pokemon tournament at my local store. I went undefeated, never played the game again.
Nice. Winning
But
record. No
everyone there was very new. Like we were all super new to the game. Some Suicune deck that was relatively meta at the time, and then just played it.
You a
Well,
gamer by any chance? Like a video gamer?
I used to be pretty hard. I don't play much anymore. I used to play a lot of CS:GO.
Okay.
CS was a game I played a lot. I ended up selling my CS skins to buy Magic cards.
Oh wow, I didn't know you could do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you can.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I don't think you're supposed to. Maybe you aren't. I don't know. I sold them like on actual websites and traded them to people. Maybe you're not supposed to do that. No, I did.
We won't tell.
Yeah, that's right. Steam, please don't backban me. That's all I ask.
Well, I don't know if you guys have any more questions for Spooky.
No.
No, but Spooky, what about you? Do you have any questions for us?
Or anything you want to talk about? Shout out to anything or anybody?
Ooh.
Putting you on the
Zen,
spot.
bro.
Pretty on the spot.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out Zen. That's our team right now. I've been on
Zen?
this team for a good bit. And shout out Lemon Pepper Wet. That's our
Oh,
other team. That's my other team. I'm on both of these
Evan.
teams.
Evan's on Zen, right?
Evan is on Zen, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We
Nice,
have
nice.
a bunch of faces in Zen right now. We have Evan and Ian are both in Zen.
Oh, I didn't know Ian was in
nice.
Zen. Yeah, we have an interview that we have to reschedule with Evan that we're supposed to be doing.
Sweet, yeah. Evan's great. I love him. He talks. He's so perfect for a podcast. He
Yeah.
talks a lot. I think maybe it's a different podcast. I don't know. Maybe it was you guys. I don't remember. Kellen is in our group too. I don't know if you guys interviewed Kellen.
No. Kellen's on Zach's.
Okay, that might have been the one I saw it on. Yeah.
Yeah,
haven't had the opportunity to meet him yet.
Yeah, Hebrew Hercules
Great
was
guy.
somebody that
Lovely.
we should interview. Yeah, we'd love to have him for an interview, especially Nico. Nico's on Tim Nadargo, so
Yeah.
Hebrew Hercules is like the Tim Nadargo player.
I get to play with him a lot.
Yeah, you do.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have to reach out.
Yeah,
Great
next to
person.
Sylvie, I
Love
should
that
say.
person.
Next to Sylvie. Yeah, Sylvie
Yeah,
and Hebrew
I was gonna say,
Hercules.
we can't
Yeah.
discount Sylvie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sylvie beat me in Swiss at the Fishbowl. The first time I'd ever played against Sylvie.
Yeah, they did a great job. And congrats again to them for winning the whole thing.
I'll be
Yeah,
the
she killed
third
it.
known Tim Nadargo player.
Hell yeah.
He'll be the third. Oh boy.
That's right.
Yeah, I've had the luck of playing with Sylvie many times. She's a local down in LA, and I work down in LA often enough to play against her. She's awesome. She's such a good builder too. She hardly plays Tim Nadargo unless she's in tournaments. She's like always brewing something crazy. So very good deck builder. Well, that is the show. Thank you everyone who joined us here live tonight, and make sure that you guys tune in every other Monday here at youtube.com/nresponsemtg25 for the live show. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe at our YouTube and follow us everywhere you get your podcasts. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram. We appreciate you for all the support. Thank you all so much. And until next time, stay magical.